Anteriormente en The Witcher 3.
It's Dettlaff's hand, without a doubt. It will do splendidly. I'm not gonna hurt you. What the hell? I've seen the words of the curse on the walls. I think I know how to lift you.
Ay. Lo siento, podía haberle salvado seguramente, pero... Muy buenas a todos, bienvenidos a mi canal y muchísimas gracias por pasaros un día más por aquí. Nos encontramos en The Witcher 3 y vamos a continuar con la historia donde lo dejamos. Estamos en la misión Pasar el Trance, donde Regis nos había solicitado localizar un ingrediente que le hacía falta. Parece ser que no tuvimos suerte y en la bestia moteada a la que nos enfrentamos no conseguimos acabar con su maldición y tuvimos que derrotarla. Parece que ya hemos conseguido ese ingrediente y nos dirigimos de vuelta para hablar con Regis e intentar entrar en ese trance que nos solicitaba. Vamos para allí.
Think your friend's hand will make for a nice broth?
You've clearly honed your sense of humor. But we are not cannibals, Geralt. I took a fragment of tissue from the hand. It will suffice to prepare some resonance.
What did you do with the rest?
I cremated it, as our codex commands. A raven told me you'd acquired the necessary ingredient.
Que utilizamos un poquito aquí... ¿Me estás espiando o no? Va. Unas criaturas muy serviciales.
Pretty helpful creatures. Calling them often?
I try not to overdo it, but they can be so useful. As they were now, when I merely needed to be sure I could arrive in time should things go sour.
Managed fine alone, but thanks for the thought. Gonna need much longer to finish brewing resonance? Mentioned a last ingredient, too. What about that?
That, I fear, might prove troublesome. You see, to use the concoction to summon the memories of one, the solution must contain the blood of another specimen of the same species.
Shouldn't be a problem. I happen to know a higher vampire who should be willing to help. Right, Regis?
It's not that simple, I'm afraid. While you were away, I tried my damnedest to identify a replacement, but alas, none such exists.
Not sure I understand what the problem is. Can't we just draw some of your blood?
The blood must be in an agitated state. As I'm certain you know, higher vampires can change their corporeal shell. As our flesh changes, so does our blood's chemical composition. To make a long story short, I shall need to induce in myself a state of strong psychokinetic arousal. In brief, madness, rapidity. And that stands to be very, very dangerous.
Vamos, que vamos a tener que incitarle a la lucha para que entre en ese estado de alteración y en ese momento sacarle sangre, parece ser. Vamos a verlo.
All right, so what do you want to do?
We shall visit Teshamudna, an ancient vampire estate. There we will find cages suspended in the air. I will enter one, be confined.
Vale, pues no va a ser así.
Lure beasts there. Beasts you will then kill. The bloodletting should prove profuse. Abundant enough so that the blood scent will drive me mad. Wild.
Ok, vamos para allá.
See no reason to dawdle. Teshamudna. Take me there.
In a moment. Just one last thing.
What was that?
Blood. Oh, the last favor the Raven did me. I've also taken some Sancurium, a solution that sharpens one's sense of smell. One drop of blood shall smell like a gallon to me now.
You crazy? You're a recovering addict.
Your outrage warms my heart, Geralt. But you must remain calm. I have no choice. As things stand, the die is cast. High time we set off for Teshamudna. My head's spinning already, and you're starting to smell quite tasty.
And you're starting to scare me.
We have arrived. The sacrificial chamber of torture and torment lies underground.
Tú primero.
You lead.
Vaya hombre, ya tenemos sangre aquí. A borbotones.
Scurvers must be getting close to their feeding ground.
Correct. I told you there'd be danger.
Habrá que tener cuidado porque estos son los que explotan.
Beyond this wall lies...
An ancient vampire dungeon. Seen a lot of things in my time. Nothing quite like this, though.
I feel honored. A man with such a wealth of experience, yet I'm about to show him something new. Now, to open it.
Vamos
How the
allá.
hell?
It's an ancient form of protection against unwanted guests. The mechanism which releases the latch reacts only to a higher vampire's blood.
Tricky mechanisms, a vampire hideout. Fortified, secured. Must have been important to your species once, Toussaint.
It shall always be so. During the conjunction, the gate from our world into this one opened upon this land and no other. This was the first place we saw.
Interesante, que vamos a encontrar ahí. Campeón de Tesla. Aquí más.
Human husbandry and care. This for real?
The author observed humans, their behavior, over the many years he spent breeding them. Or as suspects what may be, it's a thorough survey of the topic.
Cuidado que hay una caída de espanto ahí abajo. Llegamos o qué, espérate, aquí hay
Cliffs are
más.
carved into the rock. Coated with blood used to be. They mean something?
They're emblems, symbols of, well, what you would call tribes, dispersed throughout the world after the conjunction. My ancestors placed them here to remind us all where we came from.
Seems your kind assembled a peculiar little library.
Indeed, though I personally did not lay a hand to it.
Estamos consiguiendo todas las piezas de la armadura.
Cells? Who for?
Disgraceful. Excruciatingly so, this particular page from my history. I'd rather not summon the demons of the past if it's all right with you.
Guanteletes de Tesan Mutla. Bien, ya tenemos yo creo todas las partes, ¿no? Ya hemos llegado.
Charming place. But what are all those cages for? Mentioned one vampire being kept here.
Yes, well, you see, humanitarians is something my ancestors were not. They concluded Kagmar would best be punished if he were tormented with the scent of blood he could not taste. Thus, they also kept humans here. Humans whose blood they slowly let. Kagmar ranted and raged in pain as those humans slowly bled to death.
They treated them like livestock. Live bait.
I'd like to be able to turn back time, deny it, but alas, I can do neither. Feel shame for my brethren. That is all I can do.
Don't take it so hard. Nothing you could have done about it. Let's get to work.
Well, that was awkward. Fine. I prepared the bait. Please be so kind and place it, ideally at the tunnel entrances. The scent will spread most effectively then.
Venga. Vamos
Place
entonces
the
a ir
bait at the
colocando.
tunnel entrances. Monsters will catch its scent more quickly.
When I think how these tunnels got here, sent shivers.
It was the natural order of things. The place reeked of death and it attracted necrophagers.
Vaya, hombre. Vamos a utilizar Art, a ver si puedo quitar todo esto. Y así colocar el cebo. Perfecto. Vamos al siguiente. Ahí, ¿no? Dale, ahí está, colocando.
3 done. 1 left. Think this'll work?
I certainly hope so.
¿Se ha metido ya ahí dentro?
Stench is so thick, I
No,
wager
todavía
it
no.
carries clear to Novigrad.
Apartamos todo y colocamos el último. Vamos de vuelta entonces. Avisa Regis. Tío, métete rápido ahí, ¿eh? Ah, vale, vale, podemos prepararnos. Entonces, sabemos que nos vamos a enfrentar a espinosos, por lo que hemos estado comentando. Vamos a ir al inventario y vamos a ver para espinosos qué es lo que nos puede funcionar bien. Hay que ir al bestiario. Espinoso, aquí lo tenemos. Aceite para necrófagos, es lo único que le hace efecto. Y recordar que cuando esté a punto de morir puede estallar en 1000 pedazos. Así que vamos a ponernos el aceite para necrófagos. Vamos al inventario. Aceite para necrófagos mejorado. Aquí lo tenemos, equipamos. Aceptar. Ya lo tenemos, vamos a directamente pegarnos. Vamos a decirle a Regis que estamos preparados para el combate. A la jaula, eso es.
You must chain me inside. The bars are made of an alloy that will prevent me from transforming into mist.
Kinda thought you wouldn't want to.
I shall be in great pain. My sole thought being to stop that pain. I cannot know what I will do. We must hurry. The beasts have caught the scent. Also, my head started spinning.
Vamos, vamos, ponle ahí las cadenitas.
That the blood?
Someone who's never experienced a vampire's bloodlust does not know the true meaning of thirst.
Bien, 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 elévalo, elévalo. Y nos toca pelear en esta arena preparada para el combate. Vamos a ver.
Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it
¿Dónde,
anymore.
dónde, dónde? Ahí viene.
And what would you do once I uttered it?
Don't know.
¿Atrás?
Calm you down. Somehow.
Please, child. You won't be able to. We
Estás
must
atrás, tú.
force through this, that is all.
Vamos a ponernos el escudo. Están recuperando vida. Al menos. Atrás. Les explota. Venga, ahí vienen más. Hay algo fuerte por ahí, ¡Ostras! Acaba de caer algo grande. ¡Yeah! Madre mía, tío. Bien, explota. Pero... ¿cuántos más hay? Oh, fuck. ¡Guau! ¿Pero cuántos son, tú? Vamos, bestias. Oh, fuck. Bien, bien, bien. 4% tan solo del golpe que me ha dado. No, no. Vamos a utilizar una poción de golondrina. No me he dado cuenta en descansar para tenerlas todas activas. Vale. Un poquito de golpe en cuanto podemos. Por lo menos. Otro menos. Quiero acabar con los pequeños primero. Si me dejan pasar. Vale. Wow. Venid. Cago en la leche, tú. Dale al espinoso. Ahí va a explotar. Bien, otro menos. Este está a la mitad de vida ya. Fuck, ¿qué ha pasado? Venga, este está a tope ya, Vale, vale, se pira. Y ahora necesito un poco de tu sangre. Impresionante. Ya lo tenemos. Igual le utilizo la señal para tranquilizarle. Toca meditar. Unas horas después.
You can't finish it in this state. Tell me how. I'll help you. Any better?
Far from ideal. And some time must pass before I fully recover. But yes, a bit better, thank you.
¿Qué ha sucedido ahí antes?
Never expected it to be like that. You didn't tell me.
We need not discuss it.
But we do. Because if I'd known you were going to subject yourself to torture...
What would you have done?
Found Dettlaff some other way.
I did not wish you to use any other way. Did that occur to you?
No, because I thought no being would ever willingly subject itself to that kind of pain. You vampires aren't any different from us in that regard.
I told you, the pain is my way of paying my debt. The enormous debt I owe Dettlaff. If I had to do it again, I would, in a heartbeat.
Bien, terminaré de preparar el extracto.
Resonance. It's ready.
Are you certain you followed the formula? The proportions were exact, the brewing time precise. This is important, Geralt. The slightest deviation could cost even a witcher dearly.
Relax. Got some experience brewing potions.
Very well. In that case, let's begin.
Excuse me. I shall only take a moment.
You jumped the queue, sir.
But Count, sir, you must understand. I've a meeting. The Count...
Sir, you were next. Please, take a seat. This gentleman was here first. Step down or you shall regret it.
Ah, fails to realize he was your friend, Count.
It was then I ordered him to give up his seat and step off the stand. If only you'd seen his face. We got him good, didn't we, Dettlaff? And then Mother insisted we buy the mill. Curious, eh? But at least I've a yarn to spin for friends and associates. Forgive me. What?
Impresionante.
awake at last. You ride like a squirrel caught in a snare. I'd begun to fear they were death throes, that you'd departed.
Sure wasn't pleasant, but it worked.
What did you see?
Delacroix. His death did not come easy. Seems Dettlaff had made friends with him. Still killed him, and chopped up his corpse. And he was overcome with fury, remorse. Cut off the hand that had committed the murder.
Interesting. And entirely unlike the Dettlaff I know. See anything else?
Llevaba un broche también como de una polilla. No sé si querrá decir algo también, ¿eh?
There was something. Showed up twice in the vision. A bootblack stand. Dettlaff first met Delacroix there. Went back after the murder, actually.
Peculiar.
Stand was somewhere in the port district. And the bootblack acted as if he knew Dettlaff.
That would be even odder. Perhaps we should have a chat with the lad. Though I would expect no breakthroughs.
It's our only lead. I'll go talk to him. Coming with.
I shall join you later if it's no trouble. I don't yet feel strong enough to venture out.
That's fair. Rest up. Be back as soon as I learn anything.
Bien, ya estamos aquí. Vamos a ir entonces en busca de limpiabotas. Debería estar por aquí cerca. A ver. Ah, mira, ahí estaba. Vale.
So how would you explain it? Whether it pours for a week or the sun bakes our pates, we've always mud up to our ankles here.
You can't blame me for Beauclair's fickle weather.
Fickle weather! I've seen you! You empty your chamber pot in front of our shop each morn, so folks will dirty their boots, go to you to get them cleaned.
A far-fetched conspiracy theory, sirs.
I'll conspire to welt your bum with my belt. Come here!
Leave him alone.
Just who the spit are you?
Su padre sería muy curioso decirle, un brujo, o eso nos incumbe. Claramente, un brujo.
A witcher, and I'd advise you to go back where you came from.
I thought witches defend men from monsters, not cheats from justice.
Need to talk to the boy.
You can chat to him all you like, after we tan his hide. So stand down.
Not gonna happen.
Won't it? Well, then we'll thrash you as well.
Vaya hombre, parece que vamos a tener que dar una paliza a estos tres. Espérate, para atrás.
Come on, come closer.
Ojo, ojo. Ojo que son tres. El problema es que están juntos. A ver si voy acabando con ellos. Uf, me han quitado mucha vida, Espérate que no le veo. Hay uno que tengo muy tocado. Madre mía. Vamos a comer un poco. No me dejan pasar. Vamos al otro lado. Esto de no poder utilizar las señales también. Vamos ahí. Uno menos, va. No, no ha caído. Joder. Vale, uno sí ha caído ahora. Vámonos. Vale, al otro lado. Venga, venir, de uno en uno. Vale, ven. El otro se ha quedado allí. Ahora. Vale, falta solo uno. Listo.
I'm investigating the beast on the Duchess's orders.
Ah, yes. We've heard of you. And these men, what are they doing?
Están poniéndome trabas. Nada, ha sido un malentendido.
Nothing really. Had a little misunderstanding. Figured it out, though.
Uh-huh, I see. As the Duchess's protege, you may go. But this lot, that's another matter. You'll come with us. Some time in a cell ought to scare the dimwits out of you. Come on.
Bien, ya tenemos el camino libre para hablar con la criatura. Vamos a ver el niño que nos cuenta.
You're very good with your fists, sir. Wouldn't be looking for work, would you? We'd make a fine duo.
Listen, I'm interested in a certain gentleman.
Oh, wait, wait! Before we get to talking, please, take a seat.
But my boots are clean.
In this city, no boots are clean unless they just come off my stamp. A seat, sir, please. So then, who was it you wanted to ask about?
One of your patrons. Tall, elegant black frock. Not from around here.
It seems you're having a rough go of it.
Oh, you're here.
Ya ha venido por aquí.
Better?
I am, thank you. The local necropolis. The air does wonders for me. Now, if I might intercede, I dare say I've the right question to ask. Young man, you see this vial? One drop added to your boot polish will help you wipe even the most encrusted boot clean as the dome of St. Lebioda's Cathedral. With it, you will serve 3 times as many patrons at a fraction of the effort, and piles more coin. I'm prepared to give you this vial if you tell me where the man we seek lives.
But you won't hurt him, will you? The gentleman's art true, but he's kind.
In point of fact, he's a friend. Yet we had a falling out of sorts and would like to straighten matters out.
I leave his boots at the door of a house near the port. The door is red, but I do not know if the gentleman lives there.
Worth checking. Might happen on a lead.
Would you let me scrape the dirt off your kickers before you go? With all due respect, sirs, your boots could stand a cleaning.
Thank you. Perhaps later.
Vamos en busca entonces de esa puerta roja. Bueno, lo primero, vamos a ir comiendo un poquito de carne cruda para recuperar.
Finding the right approach. That's the trick to dealing with children.
Yeah, saw that. Meaning, the right thing to bribe them with. Red door. One the boot black mentioned.
Aquí está. ¿Es una juguetería? Bien. Ahí veo un cofre pequeñito. Y tenemos la pintada en la pared.
Woman's likeness. Bit smudged. Is his lover?
I don't rightly know.
Reminds me of someone.
Who?
Not sure. Can't help feeling I've seen that face before, though.
Vamos a ver.
Nice tune.
Indeed. I'm not certain why, but it reminds me of home. Our true home from before the conjunction of spheres.
Y aquí tenemos una nota, parece. Cartas que detallan los objetivos de la bestia.
Look, slips of paper, name on each. Count Crespi, Count Dulac, Milton de Peyrac-Peyrin, Count Delacroix.
Dettlaff's victims, one and all. But that's not his hand.
All of it written using the same ink. See the color? Ink was dyed with cinnabarite. Rare mineral, pretty much found only in...
Nazaire. But I fear it means very little. Anyone could have imported such ink.
Fair enough. Still worth remembering.
Look, this slip is stained.
With wine. Not much to go on either. Especially not in Beauclair.
Perhaps. Yet perhaps also worth remembering.
Podría haberlo escrito. Dettlaff. Necesitamos más pistas. Hay que seguir buscando.
Still got nothing, basically. Need to look around some more.
Let's get to work.
Vale. Todavía faltan más cosas que investigar en este... Ah, mira, mira, aquí hay más. Carta sospechosa.
Dettlaff van der Eretain, you do not know us, but we know you to be a vampire. We know also of your weakness for the wench they call Renowed. Now you know this. We shall chain her down and let rats feed on her. We shall flay the skin from her flesh. Yet you can save her. You need but travel to Beauclair, where you shall slay 5 men in the manner we prescribe. You must complete the killing in 3 days. Fail, and the next letter you receive will contain a memento of your failure. Your beloved's finger.
There you have it. Proof positive Dettlaff killed not of his own accord. A blackmailer sunk his claws into him.
Fine. Need to report to the Duchess first.
So be it. We'll await you here. Dettlaff and I both.
Case is more serious than we thought. The beast? I couldn't kill it. Didn't manage.
We sent you after a monster, and you return with nothing? We are very disappointed.
Situation's not quite that simple. Beast's a powerful vampire.
Ha! Is this a problem? Is it too much for a witcher? A monster slayer? But everyone knows how to end a vampire. Draw him by trick into sunlight. Or arm yourself with ample garlic and drive a stake through its heart.
Garlic's useless against vampires. Sun and stakes don't hurt him either. Those methods, pure invention. Only work in legends and fables.
And buckthorn? When I was a child, Grandmama Ademarta always claimed buckthorn drives off vampires.
Silver sword's your best option for keeping them at bay. But it won't get the job done, because only a higher vampire can truly kill another of its kind.
Excuses. Ha! Your Grace, I shall assemble a battue. Bring the matter to its end at once. The Witcher need but tell us where to find this monster.
No te metas en esto, me gusta, es lo que deberíamos decirle, a ver qué es la otra opción. Adelante, envía a tus hombres a la muerte.
Whoa, this is work for a Witcher, not for your guardsmen.
Yet when a Witcher fails, my guardsmen must step in. I'll take my best. 40 hardened veterans. No vampire can stand up to that.
40, 50, 100? Doesn't matter. Won't make any difference against him.
You have not seen my guardsmen in action.
Can they fight fog? Hit a target that moves faster than the wind?
How? What creature can do such things?
Creatures like this one. Higher vampires, we call them. Each one's a little different. Unique or exceptional, you might say. Some transform into giant bats. Others communicate with animals, command them.
Yet all are still brainless beasts.
Dead wrong. Thinking of lesser vampires. Alps, Ekamaras, Catacans, for instance. They're ruled by instinct, sure. Attack anything that smells of blood. Higher vampires? They think. They employ reason.
Monsters driven by reason. A curious contention. What, then, do you intend to do?
No es un monstruo vulgar y corriente, bueno, ya lo hemos dicho. Quiero encontrarlo, intentar hablar con él.
Try to talk to him. That's our best bet.
I cannot believe this. Her Grace summons a Witcher to kill a monster. Instead, he wishes to chat with it. Ha.
Know what I'm doing. His lover was kidnapped. He's being blackmailed.
Blackmailed? Be so kind as to explain how a vampire might be blackmailed.
Higher vampires? They're like us, motivated by emotions, not instinct. Not only are they intelligent to an extreme, they're emotionally rich, capable of feeling many things, even love. This one fell in love with a woman, a human, and he'll do anything to keep her from harm.
You do not, I trust, suggest we let Milton's killer go free. Or wait until it murders again. We must render it harmless as quickly as possible.
That's most important. As soon as the woman's safe, he'll have no more reason to kill.
I admit to being swayed, Witcher. You may be right. Do you know anything about the blackmailer?
Got one lead. A few scraps of paper. Blackmailer wrote the names of the vampire's victims on them. One of them stained. A drop of wine, looks like. So damn little to go on.
You've no idea how wrong you are, my dear. Send for the ducal sommelier. Hop, hop!
Qué grande, que hay catadores de vino que tienen una percepción brutal, seguro.
Here there is no such thing as
¿Ves?
a drop of wine, or stains therefrom. They are stains from a drop of Est, Ervelus, Fiorano.
Your Grace wished to see me?
Witcher, show him the paper scrap. Benoit, can you determine which wine made this stain?
Yes, yes. The west bank of the Sangre too. That's rather obvious. Aged in barrels of Beauclair oak. Hue, deep burgundy. Clarity, high. It's simple. Saint-Réal, the 1269 vintage.
That's impossible. The wine is produced at Castel Ravello, especially and exclusively for the ducal table. Perhaps some Saint-Réal was stolen. We must go to the vineyard, see if there's not been an incident.
Bueno, pues ya estamos de camino a Castel Ravello, siguiendo esa pista de la gota de vino. Y hasta aquí va a llegar el capítulo de hoy. Espero que hayáis disfrutado. Veremos a ver cómo se desarrollan los acontecimientos. Si es así, acordaros del like, el dedito para arriba. Y nos vemos en la siguiente. Un saludo y hasta pronto.